Oh, we worship you. Go out and see your goodness, the power of your breath. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, from your mercy, grace your man. Oh, mighty God, we worship you. Strong and mighty God. Yeah. All right, everybody, welcome to class. Today we're talking about 8 things that if you do them, you will move the needle in your sales. All right, I think my mic is connected and I am ready to rock and roll. Nope. All right. My family, let me tell everybody, my house will calm down. The noise, I'm picking it up in my mic here. Yes, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Yeah. So let's look at the 8 things that if you do them, it'll help you to close more sales. Let's start. Can you hear me, please? If you can hear me, say yes. If you can hear me, say yes. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, please say yes. Can you hear me? Loud and clear. Okay. Thank you. So let's start. What are the 8 things that if you do them, it'll begin to move the needle for you in terms of, increasing your sales? Let's start with number 1. The first thing for you to understand and increase in terms of, increasing your sales is that number 1, you must have a sense of agency. That is that sense of responsibility that everything is up to you. That if it must be, it is up to you. If you must succeed in sales, it is up to you. So you have a personal responsibility for your life and for your sales. Nobody is coming to the rescue. If you succeed in sales, it's your fault. If you don't succeed in sales, it's your fault. The moment you get that mentality and that mindset, it begins to change your perception and the way you look at things. That's the first thing. Accept personal responsibility. Don't blame anybody. Don't blame your mom. Don't blame village people. Don't blame your cousin. Roll up your sleeve and get to work on your life. That's the first one. Second one is shake more hands. Shake more hands. Shake more hands. In other words, meet more people, because the more hands you shake, the more relationships you build, the more your network expands. And the more your network expands, the more opportunities to sell you will get. So shake more hands. So, you can shake hands digitally. You can shake hands. Good morning, Vivan. You can shake hands digitally. You can shake hands physically. So shake more hands, network more, increase your network, build more relationships. As common knowledge as that sounds, you will be surprised that a lot of people are not even doing that. As common knowledge as that sounds, you will be surprised that a lot of people are not even. Oh, Uche, my man. What's up, bro? What's up, Uche? So shake more hands, build more relationships. Uche Uche was at a conference in Abuja not long ago. What's the title of that conference? I think it was a real estate conference in Abuja. And if you are in real estate, those are the kinds of content conferences that you should go to. I mean, I can imagine the number of leads that Uche and his colleagues got from that kind of event. So shake more hands, go to more. And thank God that the world is opening more now. So you can shake more hands and go to more networking events and all of those good stuff. That's the second thing that if you do it regularly, it'll increase your yes. Abuja International Housing Show was what Uche attended. I couldn't attend that conference. I was in Abuja that week, that day, in fact. But I was doing a 5-hour sales training for Rage Media. It was 5 hours per day. It was 10 hours, so I could not make that. Next, you guys increase your ability to do WSL and VSL. What is WSL and what is VSL? Okay, a WSL is a written sales letter and a VSL is a video sales letter. What did I say? You must improve on your capacity to do a WSL and a VSL. A WSL is a written sales letter and a VSL is a video sales letter. So this video that I'm doing right now, you can actually call it a VSL. It's a video sales letter because somebody may watch the replay later, they like it and they buy one of my products. Speaking about product, I just launched a new product now. All right, and that product is a subscription-based product. So what happens is that with $5 every single month, you can now get my bespoke interview sessions with top salespeople. So if you click on the link on my Instagram bio right now, with $5 every single month, every single week, you'll be getting fresh insight on sales and marketing from me. So I interviewed the CEO of a top real estate company recently on sales, on how he makes over 200 calls a day to increase their sales. So that interview is up there now. So if you want that, it's $5 every single month. Who would like to subscribe to that? And I'm going to also put up the interview that I had with the founder of Paystack on that as well. And also, I'm working on another one with the founder of Flutterwave and the founder of Piggyvest. So if you want to be a part of that, it's $5 every month, and you get great stuff like that every single week. So who would like to take a part of that? So you can click on the link on my Instagram bio right now to subscribe to that. All right. So ability to do a good WSL and a VSL. All right. So what's a WSL? GD 4, how are you? What's a WSL? WSL is a written sales letter. A VSL is a video sales letter. So the stronger your sales letter, the more success you will get. So I am currently running an advert right now for a product that I'm promoting, and that product is doing extremely well in terms of its sales. The reason is because of my sales letter. So the sales letter is so good that the sales letter is doing three things for me. It is speaking on my behalf, it is convincing people on my behalf, and it is closing sales for me on my behalf. So if you want to be good at sales, you want to master WSL, written sales letter, VSL, video sales letter, your ability to speak to a camera on the phone and compel a person to bring out their card, bring out their money, and buy from you is a critical skill that you must master. If you want to know how to master that, then subscribe to my monthly newsletter where I teach this. In fact, on the next one, I'm going to do a detailed teaching on WSL and VSL, WSL and VSL, and how I sold over 3,000 copies of my book using a proper WSL. So who would like to have that? So every month you can, with $5 every month, and every week you'll be getting great content from me. Who would like to who would like to subscribe to that today? Say I. Who would like to subscribe to that today? Say I. All right, I've tried to get the books on promo, but finding it hard. Don't know what else to do. Let me tell you what else to do. I'll give you another link right now, Mr. Jide. You would see. Okay, GHP says I should click on the link on my Instagram bio right now, Mr. GHP, and you can get that. I'm doing a new teaching on VSL and and WSL. You can do that right now, and I'll send that to you. Mr. Jide, welcome to the platform. So yeah, click on the link on my Instagram bio and you will get that. Okay. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. There's somebody who was saying that it was trying and didn't get that. So I'm giving you a pay stack link now. All right. Yes, this is the link that you can use. Use this one. Yeah. All right. So was that useful to you, sir? Okay, Mr. Gide, have you seen the link? See, please say yes, Mr. Gide. Have you seen the link, Mr. Gide? Good. The fourth trait that if you master it, it will increase your sales is practice. You must practice sales. Practice this thing called selling. It's a practice. You've got to practice it. You've got to practice it. All right. Look for people to practice on. Look for Samuel, well done, Samuel, well done. Thank you, Samuel, for buying the books yesterday. I'm grateful, Samuel. Yes, I've seen the link. So Jide, click on that link now so you can use that one. Um, um, so practice. Sales is like a sport. The more you practice it, the better you get at it. So every time in my office here, I tell my staff, you know, I tell my staff to practice sales with me. That is how you get better at selling. Another way that can help you get better at selling, put yourself in sales situation. If you work for a company, don't run away from customers. Run to them. No matter how difficult the customer is, run to them. Because if you sell to a difficult customer, your muscle of selling becomes bigger and stronger. All right. So learn to run to them. Practice sales. Sales is a sport. You will have to practice it to get better at it. In my WhatsApp group, for example, last week, Sunday, I told everybody, come and tell me your sales challenges. Come and tell me your biggest sales objection. So we're doing a lot of role play. I told them, okay, tell me what your customers are telling you, and let's work out on how to answer that. All right. So that way, what am I doing that way? I am helping them, but I'm also helping myself because I am building my sales muscle and my ability to get better at it. Why do I write a sales letter every single time? I am building my ability. I am building my ability to write a sales letter. I think I'm going to do this. I think some people are saying they're not hearing me properly. Let me see if I can. The sound is low. Okay, let's do this, and maybe if I put these two together. Okay. Can you hear me now? Can you hear the sound now? Is it better now? Is it better now? Is the sound better now? Please, my boss, my first time I met you was in Uyo. Game plan, please. I want to connect with you on WhatsApp if possible. I want to be on any of your WhatsApp group. Thanks, my boss. Thank you so much, Mr. Samuel. That's a good testimonial. All right, GHP. Have you subscribed to the $5 thing? Have you subscribed to the monthly podcast? To the weekly podcast, and to the weekly audio and written podcast that I send every week now. For just $5. Guys, for $5. Wow. Wow. So guys, for just $5, you can now get weekly video, audio, and written content from me. All right, so go. So let's go, guys. So next is practice. You're gonna practice it like a sport. You practice this thing like a sport. You get better at it. You run to the sport. You improve your capacity. How do you get better at a sport? You do it. You know, I was at a company in Abuja and I was doing sales training for them. So I went to the copywriting team of that company. I told them that thank you very much, ghp.ng. I told them that for you to get better at copywriting, here's what you should do. Why don't you write every single day? For you to get better at copywriting, get the best copywriting that you have seen. Maybe you see a newspaper ad, you see an Instagram ad that was very, very good. You can write it with your hand and type it with your hand, rewrite it again. By doing that, you are perfecting the neural pathways in your brain that is responsible for writing a good sales letter. If that is something that you want to master, sales is something that I want to master. So that's why I do this every single day. You remember I was in an Instagram live yesterday and YouTube live yesterday. I'm doing this again. I'm going to be doing this every single day. Because why? I want to get better at selling live to people. I want to get better at helping people. I want to get better at teaching. So when you want to do this, you do it every single day. The person that practices, Bruce Lee say, I'm not afraid of the man that has 1,000 kicks. I'm afraid of the man that has mastered one kick 1,000 times. So how do you get better at sales? You practice it. You practice it. You practice it. All right. The fifth way to get better at sales is study. Let me read a quote to you from a book that I'm currently reading. The title of the book is called The Greatest Salesman by Og Mandino. I think that book is like 30 or 20 something or 30 something years old. It's a very, very old book, but there's a line in that book that I think everybody should pay attention to if you want to succeed in sales. Let me read the line of the book to you. This is the book. It's called The Greatest Salesman by Og Mandino. You see, my iPad is loaded with books. I am a voracious and obsessive reader. It's crazy. It's crazy. You don't want to know how much I read. Oh my goodness, crazy. All right, so let me tell you. Let me read a quote to you from that book that was so powerful. The guy said that. Where is it? Yeah. So it was talking about a guy called Hafid. Hafid went to somewhere with his servant. The name of his servant is Erasmus. So they climbed up to a particular building that Hafid did not allow anybody to come into the building. In fact, some people were saying that, oh, maybe you are lodging a woman in this building. That's why you don't want people to come into the building. Or maybe you have jars in this build. That's why you don't want people to come into the build. That's what people were murmuring. So Hafid said to Erasmus, why don't you follow me to the building? So when they opened the building, Erasmus was wondering, what have you been hiding in this building? Now, let me read a quote to you from the book. It's such a fascinating book. So here's what Hafid said to Erasmus. Hafid said, were this room filled to its beams with diamonds, its value would not surpass what your eyes behold in this simple wooden box. All the success, happiness, love, peace of mind, and wealth that I have enjoyed is directly traceable to what is contained in these few scrolls. And in those days, what they were using were scrolls. So that's in these few books. El Clasico, welcome, man. You see the iPad I bought for me. You see how I'm enjoying it and I'm using it. All right. So yeah, the guy is saying that, and Afid was the greatest salesman as at that time. So Afid is saying that all the knowledge, all the successes that I've gotten is because I read books. That the answer is in the study. So I want to ask you: do you read? Do you read books? Do you read sales books? Do you read marketing books? I don't know about you. I am a voracious and obsessive reader, and that has helped me tremendously. I love books so much. I call El Clasico. I say I want to buy an iPad so I can lodge in more books because these walls are not enough to keep the books that I want to read. You get me? So the knowledge, the secret is in the books. In the secret is not only in the books alone, but it's in the book and in the practicing of what the book says. Yeah, you don't hear me though. It's in the practicing of what the book says. So it's not just the book alone, but you've got to practice the things that the book is talking about. That is the fourth way through which you can master the skill of selling. You've got to study. Notice I didn't just say read. I said you have got to study it. So how do you study? You study with a notepad. Look at the notepad and you get the book by the side. You get a pen or a pencil. If you see a line that touches you, you write out the line, you go a bit deeper, and then you leave what you have studied, and then you go out and then you implement. You take massive action on. You see, you have not learned until you have acted on what you have learned. All right. The other one is discipline. It's discipline. You know, I have I'll have a sales school now, and it was a sales course. You know how I got the idea? I was studying as well. So when the idea got to me, I stopped what I was studying. I wrote it down in my journal. I implemented it. And today, as we speak, we've done like 4 streams of my sales school. That's because I studied and I took action on it. Everything you see me do is because I studied. Because I study and I take a massive action on that. You got to have a bias for taking massive action. That is the way that you're going to produce results. That is the way you're going to succeed. And then the 6th way is you've got to be disciplined. When I mean discipline, here's what I mean. That's to mean if you say to yourself that I'm going to make 10 sales calls today, what are you going to do? You block out time, you make those sales calls. If you say you're going to do a follow-up with your clients today, you block out time, you do those follow-up. You don't mess around. You're not doing follow-up and calling your girlfriend at the same time and checking on her. You're not doing following up and checking on your status on Instagram. So you've got to be focused like a laser beam. All right. So that's the 6th way. You stick to it. And then number 7, you've got to help your customers succeed. Because if you help other people get what they want, they are going to help you get what you want. If you help people get what they want, they will help you get what you want as well. All right. If you want to be getting tips like this from me, in-depth tips, all right, more analysis, why don't you click on the link on my Instagram bio and subscribe to my audio and written newsletter for just $5 every single month. It's a subscription model. So every month you will be paying $5 and you will get in-depth analysis on sales. I will interview the top salespeople in the continent of Africa. I will break down their system in this newsletter, and that is exclusively for people who register for that program. It's $5. So click on the link on my Instagram bio right now to subscribe to it. Who wants to subscribe to that? Say I. Who want to subscribe to that right now? Say, I say, coach, I want to get in-depth analysis on sales and marketing, actionable tips. Who wants to subscribe to that right now? Say, I. Who wants to do that right now? Say, I. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. So you want to get more tips. Next is I'm doing a promo right now. You can buy how many of my books? You can buy 3 of my books for just $3. You can buy 3 of my books for just $3. Boss, I need your WhatsApp contact so I can learn from your status. Not a problem. I'll send me a message after this, a direct message after that, and then we can talk about that. You can buy 3 of my books for just $3 or 1,235 naira by clicking on the link on my Instagram bio to purchase that. All right. Any more questions? Did you learn something today? So those are the 7 ways through which you can master this thing called selling. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Instagram. Thank you, LinkedIn. Thank you, Twitter. Thank you guys for watching this. I hope I was of service. Any questions, please? Have you got a question? Have you got a question? Have you got any questions? All right. So who wants to subscribe to that? Please, which is your first? Which is your first? Okay, number 1 was agency, having a sense of agency, a personal responsibility. Personal response. I want to subscribe, sir. Wow. John says he wants to subscribe. Okay, John, let me send you the link right now. Hang on a second. I would send you the link right away. John, welcome. Well done. Well done. Well done. Everybody give it up to John. Give it up for John. Give it up for John. John wants to subscribe for $5 every single month so that he can get the powerful newsletter. Wow. 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 All right, John. All right, John. All right, Mr. John. Well done, Mr. John. Mr. John, my man, John, my main man, John. All right, Mr. John. So I've put it here, Mr. John. Click on this link and boom, you are in. Mr. John, have you seen it? Mr. John, have you seen the link? All right, please, which is your first app? Did I answer your question, GHP? Mr. John, have you seen the link? Please confirm and say, yes, I've seen the link. All right, so with that link, you can be getting my stuff for just $5 every month, and every week you get fresh sales content from me. Where are you, Mr. John? All right, so thank you everybody for coming to my live session today, and I hope this was useful to you. What did you learn? What did you learn? GHP, have I answered your question? Thank you.